Hello boxing fans, welcome back to Andy's Cavern. How we all doing tonight? All good, I hope. What we're going to talk about tonight, Gareth A Davies, aka The Gad. I don't know what you guys think about him, but I've watched quite a bit of him this last couple of days. He was over in America, I think he was there with Spencer Oliver, covering stuff for Talk Sport. Regarding the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. He's a boxing writer, he's a journalist. He's been a writer for quite a while. He always talks very eloquently. He's also well educated. I think he's just brought a book out. Looks like a nice book. Lots of nice pictures in it. From what I see online, 70 quid for the book though. Quite expensive for the book. I'm not advertising his book or anything like that, or saying anybody should buy it. You've probably seen him about, most of you. Anybody that's a boxing fan, he's always on YouTube talking about boxing. But I don't know, I've seen he gets interviewed with the Boxing King media guy, who to be fair to him, he asks better questions than a lot of the other folk. But some of the stuff he's been going on about, bumming up the Tyson Jake Paul fight, Jake Paul fight, kind of luring people in, maybe people that more like the casuals and whatnot that watch boxing. The hardcore fans would see through it, but he's luring people in, making out Mike Tyson's got a chance, and he's Mike Tyson this and Mike Tyson that. Have a look at this video here, see what you think.
He's a very special man. I have a lot of love for Mike Tyson in my heart and in my soul, and I just don't want to see him get hurt. 78 punches, too many for me that he took. I think we've had that moment now. I don't think we'll see him back in the ring again.
I just want to ask you, as a fan being there, how amazing was the ring walk? Because I was buzzing watching the ring walk, watching Mike walk out.
It was very, very special. As I said, it was a nostalgia moment when Mike walked out. The black trunks, the black cape, the black boots. Unfortunately, the right knee strapped black. Very dignified. We all know that walk, the tattoo on his face. It was 72,600 cameras were all on, lit up, photographing him at the time. 65 million people came around the world to go onto Netflix to watch it. So much so that I think some of their streams went down in different places. Yeah. It was an iconic moment for a very special, iconic human being. And we'll never see Tyson again. He's a very special human being. And I want to call Mike Tyson my friend.
Okay. On that note.
So what do you think of that then? I want Mike Tyson to be my friend. What's going on there? Mike Tyson was a fantastic fighter back in the day for a short period of time when he came on the scene, burst on the scene. There's no doubt about that. Mike Tyson, by his own admission in a interview I saw him last week, he says, I am not a nice guy. He's not a nice guy. He says that himself. He's also a convicted rapist. He has done his time, but he's still a convicted rapist. I'm curious to why Gareth A Davies, or the Gad, wants to be friends with convicted rapists. I don't know. I don't know if Gareth A Davies has kids. Personally, I've got kids. I've got daughters. I wouldn't want to be friends with a convicted rapist, but that's just my opinion. I'm not saying he shouldn't be friends with Mike Tyson. That's entirely up to him. But I find when he's been interviewed and coming out with stuff like that, I'm just curious as to why. I mean, you see him. He's a boxing journalist for the mainstream media, supposedly, but he's always hanging out the back of some of the big fighters like Fury, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. In my mind, I think people in his position should be more objective and ask real questions, so to speak. Instead of, you've got to ask himself, is he a journalist or is he a fanboy? Because journalists, in my mind, need to hold people to account, don't they? Ask proper questions, hold them to account, ask awkward questions. But it's, Tyson Fury's banned talk sport from his press conferences and possibly his fights. As far as I'm aware, I don't think that's changed. Is he scared that he's going to get banned? Is that why? I don't know. He's like he wants to be everybody's friend. I just think it's unhealthy. I think it's a conflict of interest, you might say. So I don't know what you guys think about it, but I'm curious. Why does he want to be? I want him to be my friend. It's like, I mean, if he's coming out with stuff like about the fight, he was going on about, the ring walk was amazing and all that. The ring walk for me was horrific, because when I seen Mike Tyson coming out in the ring walk, I'm like, oh my god! I thought if you've probably seen my video after the fight, I thought it was horrendous. I thought, this is going to be worse than I first feared, because he was just ambling out there slowly. I think he even tripped at one point, and he's saying this is amazing, it's a sight to behold, and then even during the fight, he's even like, Jake Paul admitted he backed off on Tyson, but Gareth A Davies, or the Gad, is trying to make out he didn't, and that's the feeling I get. Maybe you guys see it different. I'm just saying, like I say always, I'm not expecting anybody to agree with me, but feel free to comment your thoughts. You might have different thoughts to me. You probably do. Maybe not. Maybe you agree. Who knows? But I just don't get. I just don't understand what his motive is to. Is he? Who's paying him? Is there somebody paying him? It's none of my business who's paying him. Somebody's paying him to be out. Maybe it's Talk Sport that was paying him to be out there. But I heard Simon Jordan earlier on ripping into about Gareth A Davies, about the way he was talking about the fight. So I don't know. Maybe he agrees. Maybe Simon Jordan agrees with me. But I'm curious what you guys think about the Gad and what his motives are. But I don't know. It's just, he's maybe a nice guy. I don't know. I've never met him. Maybe you've met him. You know more than me about him. But I find it cringeworthy, some of the stuff he's coming out with. I actually commented on a couple of videos maybe about a month ago. Boxing King Media. And be fair to Boxing King Media, he asked him the questions, more or less what I asked, but he just panned it away. Slithered his way out of the situation, you know. He was predictably dismissive, you might say. But no, if he is a mainstream boxing journalist, he's not doing his job properly, in my opinion. He's been a fanboy, isn't he? Look at the videos yourself. See him interviewing Tyson and whatnot. It's not right. I mean, Tyson is an iconic figure in boxing. There's no getting away from that. And he's one of the biggest names in boxing. But there's no way he should have been in the ring at 58-year-old. That's an absolute disgrace. And for that Texas Commission to sanction that fight, I think is shocking. But I didn't see Gareth A Davies, aka the Gad, condemning the fight in the first place. Some people were. I think Carl Froch was. He always speaks the truth, the Cobra. I know Porky didn't agree what should be happening. Or Julian McGowan, none of these people, who are all got more boxing knowledge than I do, none of them supported this fight going on. It's just an absolute disgrace. But Gareth A Davies, he was just bumming it up, and I think it's wrong. He's just not doing his job what he should be. But nothing personal against him. That's just my view. But I just find it odd. Oh well, so that's it for another exciting episode of Andy's Cavern. So hopefully you're all good out there, and we'll have more content coming along very soon. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and share it with your mates that like boxing, or on your social media and that, and we'll try and grow the channel a bit. Okay guys, cheers for now.